Oh. Do I need the light on here? Let me see. It does make it a little brighter. I'll cut it on later at some point. Let's see. As y'all come in, make sure y'all thumb up that video. What up, Cap? Sweet Lou from Detroit. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This Derek, you calling Washington State.
You calling from where?
Washington State.
Okay, you got a question or comment?
Yeah, on Cross the Line Radio, I talked to Captain Tazaryach. Y'all last one you had, I think you had text. No, I meant to say I talked to Captain Tazaryach.
Okay.
Yeah, you had checked out. I was trying to see, was a good time for you to do. Me and my wife wants some counseling. We need some counseling.
Marriage counseling?
Yes, sir.
I would say tomorrow after 12.
Tomorrow after 12. Okay, I'm gonna let her know then.
Okay. Yeah, that'll
be. It's gonna be.
Just text me. It's
gonna be text you.
Yeah, just text me first.
Okay, all right, I got you. Appreciate it, bro.
Hey, no sweat.
All right.
Okay. Let me play a song.
They said free the Palestinians, then celebrate the death of native Indians. How these other races gon' take us serious? They don't. It's silly thinking you can fight oppression with a vote. I'm so woke, I got sleep deprivation. Belly of the beast giving birth to a nation. You know how I feel to have culture and they take it. It'll never be peace. Tell them free the reservation. Till it's backwards. They don't know that they exist no more. Ever try reaching out for help and you just get ignored? Pick up vices like drugs and try to fill a void. They get a youth life sentence for a killing. He was just a boy. Niggas poor, what we living for? Life a gamble.
If Matthew 21 was removed, I don't know. That's not a good enough. You got to do more than that, Drop City. If you're going to say Matthew's 21 and what? I don't know what that means. If Matthew's 21 was removed. The 21st verse, what chapter? The whole chapter? Like, I don't understand. You got to bring that. You got to state what you're talking about, because I don't know what Matthew's 21 means by your question.
Oh, it's like 10 or 4. Police hands around your neck, they just hit record. We in war, man, this ain't the norm. But you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know. Mama on the stage crying. She just lost her only son to gang violence. Pops level 4 yard talking through the fence. Have you ever tried to hug your loved ones through a fence? Have you ever been hated just because your skin? Have you ever worked all week and couldn't pay your rent? Life is tripping, trying to catch my balance. Every step feel like I'm walking backwards. Credit card, but God check the balance. I come from where it's rough, that's why my heart callous. They want you to fall weak, that's a war tactic. Look how we live, what's scarier than that? What you know about crossing the Darien Gap? Risk your life to live in hell or bury your kids. Either way, we gotta suffer and they just get rich. Life a bitch, why I waste time telling you that? Cause if you ain't a nigga like me, you don't know how it feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how it feel to be black. They said free the Palestinians, then celebrate the death of native Indians. How these other races gon' take us serious? They don't. It's silly thinking you can fight oppression with a vote. I'm so woke, I got sleep deprivation. Belly of the beast giving birth to a nation. You know how I feel to have culture and they take it. It'll never be peace. Tell them free the reservation. Till it's backwards. They don't know that they exist no more. Ever try reaching out for help and you just get ignored? Pick up vices like drugs and try to fill a void. They get a youth life sentence for a killing. He was just a boy. Niggas poor, what we living for? Life a gamble is like 10 or 4. Police hands around your neck, they just hit record. We in war, man, this ain't the norm. But you don't know how I feel to be black.
Drop City, Matthew 17 and 21 says, howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. I don't think that's the verse you're talking about. Matthew 17 and 21 says, howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. So I'm not sure that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how I feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know. Mama on the stage crying. She just
And you don't have to necessarily super chat. I just need the correct verse you're looking for.
lost her only son to gang violence. Pops level 4 yard talking through the vents. Have you ever tried to hug your loved ones through a fence? Have you ever been hated just because your skin? Have you ever worked all week and couldn't pay your rent? Life a trip to try and catch my balance. Every step feel like I'm walking backwards. Credit card, but God check the balance. I come from where it's rough, that's why my heart callous. They want you to fall weak, that's a war tactic. Look how we live, what's scary than that? What you know about crossing the Darien Gap? Risk your life to live in hell or bury your kids. Either way, we guys suffer and they just get rich.
Hey, this song I'm playing is appropriate. It's called You Don't Know How It Feels to Be Black. It's appropriate when you think about one of the stories I'm going to talk about is when Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo had to hear from a so-called Tourette syndrome gentleman or white man say that say the N word and say the B word. So now, Drop City, you got to make up your mind. Are you talking about Matthew or are you talking about 1 John? You confusing me. Here before you type a comment again, Drop City, just make sure you clear what you talk about. Your initial super chat said, if Matthew 21 was removed from newer translations because it wasn't an older text, doesn't mean it's not reliable. It's a Trinitarian verse. I asked you what the verse is, and now you're going to 1 John 5 and 7. Before you comment again, please just put, or either call in, please just put what exactly you're asking. All right? Thank you. But Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo was called the N word and a B word by a white man. And the excuse they said was that the white man that said it in particular man didn't need Tourette syndrome to say the N word or the B word to a black person. And he couldn't have been that damn slow because he saw two black people. I say he did it on purpose. What reason would you have to call two black men the N word and the B word? Anybody can come up on TikTok. My lives are set up for auto requests as long as you know to just mute your mic when you come on. For anybody to hop on a live. So we're gonna talk about those things. We're gonna talk about the Bible. You a Muslim? Can you come up and ask a question? Yes, you can come up and ask a question, and then I may ask you a question about what you Muslims do. I just saw 1 million people surrounding a rock. Muslims like to tell us that the Bible and the Quran is together, that the Quran is the word of God like the Bible. I ain't seen nowhere in the Bible where 1 million Israelites was surrounding a rock, bowing down and kissing it. All right? I'm going to finish playing the song and then I'll take your questions. Hold on, let me finish playing the song.
Life a bitch, why I waste time telling you that? Cause if you ain't a nigga like me, you don't know how it feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how it feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how it feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know how it feel to be black. Yeah, you don't know.
That song was How It Feels to Be Black, written by Officer Natazar, produced by Captain Katazar. Welcome to another edition of Car Chronicles. I guess you could call this the House Chronicles, because it snowed outside from like 1 p.m. yesterday to like 12:30 today, like almost 24 hours of snow. So they had kind of like a state of emergency. There's a lot of snow out there today. I went out there, shoveled a little bit to make sure the car could get out the driveway. But welcome to another edition of the Chronicles with Captain Tazaryach. I'm your host, Captain Tazaryach of ISBK, under Commanding General Yohana. To my YouTube audience, I know what I'm going to ask y'all to do. If y'all can go ahead and thumb up the video. I believe the phone number is pinned to the top. So if you're on YouTube and you got a question or comment, you can call in and ask your question. I will gladly take your question. To my TikTok audience and ask your question. The only restriction I have for my TikTok audience and ask your question. To my TikTok audience, the only thing I ask is that when you come on stage, if you could just mute your mic. Hey, what's up, Aaliyah? The only thing I ask is that as you come on stage, if you could just mute your mic. Now, I know with TikTok, when you first come on the stage, you come off unmuted, so I do know that. But once you come on stage, if you could just mute your mic. I do one mic at a time. I don't like rude interruptions. If you don't respect me, at least respect the person I'm talking to, because when I'm talking to you, you're going to want the same respect. So with that said, I do see that we got people on TikTok already. So I'm going to go to TikTok first. First person I saw on TikTok was Billboard. Is that the correct name? Billboard. Oh, let me turn the volume up. I think my volume might be down. Yeah, say something again, brother.
Yes, sir. Shalom, man. How you doing?
Hey, shalom, brother. How you doing? You got a question or comment?
Oh, no, man. Just wanted to show some love, man. We chopped it up before on Brother Daniel's page. And we had a really dope conversation.
You said on Brother Daniel's page? Oh, yeah. I know the brother. Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, man, yeah, like I said, I just want to show some love, man. I'm from Harlem. I would go through Mount Morris and all that. So,
okay.
I mean, we've passed and had, even like slight interactions, even in the hood, when I would walk through the park, see y'all training, see you out there, doing your thing, man. So, yeah, just keep putting in the work.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You speaking of Daniel, that's the FBA brother, man. I saw Umar up there doing an interview, and I think there's a force of trying. I think there's a manipulation when it comes to black people and the FBA. When a manipulation, I think you can almost call it a COINTELPRO type of tactic. Right now, I'm not one that supports everything of the FBA, because, of course, my paradigm, I love more nations, so I love like my Latino brothers and stuff like that. But from an FBA position, when I see them take the position of, we've been over in this land for so long, we want to separate from being called African, because I know that we're not African, I understand it. But let's say, even if I didn't have my Israelite paradigm, if anybody was to just look at the history or loyalty between Africa and black people, Africa has never been loyal to black people at all. I remember during a time when I forget which white general was trying to invade Ethiopia, and you had the poor people in Harlem trying to sign up to go to Ethiopia to help them fight that war. I remember when Malcolm X, when he first split from the Nation of Islam, and he sent letters to the African Union asking for their help, and the African Union told them that was their problem. That was Malcolm's problem. That was not their problem. So I've never seen the reciprocity from Africa that they want black people to have back. So I think to try to guilt trip them, which is what it seems like. It seems like it seems like Umar Johnson and the likes like that are trying to guilt trip black people into saying they have to assimilate with Africans. And the guilt trip Umar Johnson used was saying that they don't see that same venom for white people. That's the guilt trip. That's the play on words. Like, we got to be Pan-Africanist and stuff like that. Where has any of the Africans used any of their resources to specifically help black people? Every time I ask that question, I'll be waiting to see the answer. But I can show where black people have used their money, because we don't have resources, we do have money, use their money to help to Africans. I've seen the Oprahs do it, the 50 Cents do it. I've seen everybody do stuff for Africans, but I've yet to see it reciprocated back. So I think the FBA, although I don't agree with them in totality, as a black person, they would consider me FBA because I'm black. As a black person, I think they have every right to say enough is enough. It's damn near like the same thing we say with America. We say enough is enough with trusting in America, and it sounds like the FBA is saying enough is enough and affiliating us with Africans. We want to stand on our own. I don't think they should be vilified for that.
Oh, no, absolutely not. And, you're absolutely spot on. I totally agree with what it is you're saying. I talk about, in a way, I'm Hebrew as well, right?
Right.
And I do understand that identifiers can be used interchangeably, depending upon the situation and everything else, or whatever environment that you're currently in or whatever, right? As long as at the end of the day, I feel like the honor code between me and brother and sister from my tribe or nation or community of people is honored and on code with it, right?
Right.
So I try not to be too burdensome when it comes to, putting all these different, restrictions just because we may not see eye to eye on certain things, because it's not even everything that I may agree with or understand, being the Hebrew, right?
Right.
But one thing that I do understand is that, we're all talking about each other, so it's the same thing. In my book, I wrote about the Sadducees and how, that's like a form of like how they use certain groups, interest groups, to come and infiltrate us, using COINTELPRO like tactics and everything else.
Right.
And how that's let them come together to conspire to, let them know we're no longer a nation, or,
Right.
if
That's Psalms 83rd chapter.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And so what we're saying is that being played out in real time, and the realization of that being hitting us in real time as well, whether people understand the spiritual aspect of that or not. What they do see is that every other nation has an invested interest in keeping us in the circulatory conversation, confusion, and a constant state of depression, like you said, right, with the morality.
Real talk.
And so, I'm just absolutely glad that, that there's a critical mass of us that's waking up, sees what it is, and sees what it is, and there's an echo.
No, that was my phone. I was.
Okay, I thought that was my chain. Okay.
No, that was me.
Okay. I'm just saying. So yeah, long story short, man. I'm just glad and proud of where we're at as a people.
Right.
I still feel like we got a long way to go. But for what it's worth, I do feel a change. I do see the change, and it's a righteous reset for what it's worth.
Right.
The world was in chaos because the chosen ones didn't realize their position. And now that we realize our position, we also realize to whom much is given, much is required. And we are doing that much in order for us to make sure that we stay on code and in a forward trajectory, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man, for giving me a platform to chop it up with you again. And hopefully we can chop it up soon, man.
Definitely. No sweat.
Okay.
All right, man. Take it easy. Next up, Zerubbabel.
Blessings, brother. Good day, everyone. Blessings.
Blessings. What's going on, man? You got a question or comment?
If I is to be a Hebrew Israelite, right?
You said who?
If I am to be a Hebrew Israelite, let me say I want to follow Hebrew Israelites,
right? Right? I'm listening.
Who is the Christ and who is the God that go before?
The Christ is the Christ of the New Testament. In English, they say Jesus Christ. We would say Yahushua, and then it would be his Father, our Father, which is the Most High.
Okay, so then we are Christ, His Son, and who's the Father?
Wait. I didn't say we Christ's son.
No, I say we have Christ Son.
Oh, you said we have
Christ the
Christ the
Son.
Son. Okay, the Father is the Most
Yeah.
High, Yahweh. That's the Father's name.
So the Father is a man?
No. No.
The Father is the creator.
Hey, you gotta mute your mic, dude. It says mute your mic right at the top. There's one mic at a time. The Father is the Most High. His name is Yahweh in the Hebrew.
Okay, so is the Father a man in flesh?
No. Answer that.
So what is the Father?
You said, what is the Father?
Yeah, if he's not a man, it had to be something else.
Well, he's not of this world. So when I'm saying, like, for example, Exodus 15:3 says he's a man of war, right? So when it's saying man, it's not talking about a flesh and blood. Hey, dude, you just gotta mute your mic, man. You just gotta mute your mic, dude.
Your boy in the bottom right,
you just need
right next to me.
You just need.
He loves to own a lot of children.
Okay, you just need to.
And he likes the great kids.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he likes the great kids.
Okay.
The dude.
No problem. So so he's not a flesh and blood man like you and I, but he's a man in the sense that he has a manly spirit, manly vibe. He sits on a throne and he rules. So it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to say what he is.
He likes the great kids.
That's actually disrespectful.
Take off your life from Otto.
That's actually disrespectful to say. It's disrespectful to say what he is. The Most High is. I wouldn't call him a what.
Well, the Bible, every God in the Bible, the Father, they see a man in flesh. Nobody never see something with a man.
So
Daniel
you don't.
see a man.
If I go, just so I can understand
John see
your
a man.
lens, so I can understand your lens. Do you believe in the Bible?
Yes, I know the Bible. I don't believe in it. I know it.
Okay, but if you don't know in the Bible, Satan knew the Bible. The demons knew scriptures. So what I'm asking you, you is, do you believe it? Like, do you believe in the Most High, or do you just know the scriptures? Because it sounds like if we can't see the Most High, then we don't have a Most High. It sounds like that's what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is this, right? I'm saying that we're not seeing the Most High right now, but the Most High is someone we could see, a living man in flesh, according to the Bible.
And who is that?
Haile Selassie.
That nigga died. First of all, he's an Ethiopian.
The meaning of that
he was born.
He was born.
1 second. He was born from a. So you're saying God has a mother and a father?
Yes, the Bible says God was born.
Where does it say God was born?
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6.
Okay, that says unto us a child is born. That's different.
Yes,
I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna ask the question again. Because Isaiah, you quoted Isaiah 9:6, right?
Yeah, correct.
So Isaiah 9:6, I'm assuming because it calls him the everlasting Father.
The Almighty God.
Is that where it stops?
No, it's a chapter.
What does it say? What is it? No. In that verse, after it calls him an everlasting Father, what does it call him?
The Almighty God.
No. The Almighty. So I'll read it. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. And his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. So you're telling me the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, is also a prince?
Yes, that's the word of God. That was the word of God say, not me. But that was the word of God teach.
And will he have his own throne?
Yes, he have his own throne, the throne of David.
Oh, you just confused me a little bit. Because you said he got his own throne. But then you said he got the throne of David. It sounds like he got... Yes. Okay, so does he have David? Wait. Let me finish. Does he have David's throne, or does he have his own throne?
David's throne is the throne of the Most High.
So then the Most High don't... Because we know David was a flesh and blood man too. That had a father, that had a father, that had a father, that had a father. And you're telling me... Does the Most High come before David?
Yes, correct.
So how does the Most High become before David? So what throne was the Most High sitting on before David?
Even, listen, right? Give me 10 seconds to talk, right? Or 15 seconds. Even Christ come after David, but he was before David. Christ is the root and the offspring. Let me finish talk. Christ is the root and the offspring of David, meaning he is the child of David and also.
That's not what I asked you.
No, that's not. I bring him a point. Listen, I bring him a point.
But that's not what I asked you.
So what you asking?
What was the throne that the Most High was sitting on before it was David's? What was it called?
The throne of Zion.
With the what?
The throne of Mount Zion.
And Mount Zion is a mountain, right?
Yes, Mount Zion is
I'm gonna just show you how you get rid of just something practically. Who created the mountains?
Mount Zion is uncreated.
Mount Zion on earth is uncreated?
Yes, Mount Zion where God living right now, the Mount Zion God living now is an uncreated mountain.
What I'm at, so Mount, and I'm gonna try to work with you.
Psalm chapter 133.
Wait, you gotta hear what I'm asking you.
Mm-hmm.
So in Genesis 1, they putting 10s in the chat. In Genesis 1, when it say he created the heavens and the earth, was the heavens and the earth created at that time, or was it talking about creating them?
When he say he created heaven and the earth, he created the sky and he created the ground. Heaven wasn't where we living now. Heaven is the firmament of heaven. He created firmament.
But the
of
mountain
heaven.
of Zion is on earth, right?
Yes, God living
So
on
what I'm asking you, before earth was created, before earth was formed, Mount Zion could not have been there.
Yes, brother.
How?
So where was God before the earth was created? Where was God?
No, you ain't answered my question yet, man.
Before the earth was created, right? Where was God?
The Most High is in the same place he's always been. He's in. I'm gonna answer. He's in his heaven, in his realm.
Where is that?
That's in his dimension. Like if I was to read,
that is Christianity. That is Christianity and Catholicism, brother. Like Christianity.
No, it's not.
Where is God?
No, it's not. 1 second. Slow down.
Where is God?
Slow down. One second.
The Bible say God living in Mount Zion. Right or wrong?
Wait, no. 1 second. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
In 2 Corinthians, it says, I knew a man in Christ above 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. Such a one was caught up to the third heaven. Where's that at, brother?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the
third heaven? The third heaven is Mount. Who making noise? The third heaven. There is 3 heavens, right? The heaven of a man and a woman, right? The heaven which is the firmament of heaven, and the heaven where God has dwell, which is Mount Zion.
It can't. Heaven where the Most High dwell is not on earth. The Bible says the heaven is my throne. The Bible says the earth is my throne. Excuse me. The heavens is my throne. The earth is my footstool. Who can build a place for me? I just told you. I just used the verse.
No, you're telling me. You're telling me. Where is God?
Listening is an art. Listening is an art. And when you ask me the question, see how you still talking? You got to be quiet. That's why I said listening is an art.
Okay, answer
not
question.
Talking.
Where is God?
I answered. When you ask me the question, if you interrupt me again, it's not going to be a good. You see, you're the only one being rude. I'm not being rude. Stop being rude. Control your mouth. When you asked me the first time, I said he's in his heaven, his dimension. You said, where is that brother? We don't know where that brother. It's in Zion, brother, in the Psalm, brother. That's what they say in the Psalm, brother. And then I just read a verse in 2 Corinthians 12:2, where it says such a one was caught up to the third heaven. You're insistent that the heaven is Mount Zion. Mount Zion is on earth. So if Mount Zion is on earth and the Ancient of Days existed before the earth formed, my question that you have not answered is what throne was the Ancient of Days sitting on before David, before Mount Zion? What is that throne?
This thing first. Let me explain myself, my brethren.
No,
And
I want my question answered. I clearly answered your question.
I'm going to answer your question, but I'm going to answer your question.
Okay, answer my question. I don't need you to make nothing clear. I don't need you to make nothing. Listen, man. Listen. Don't call me brethren. Don't call me brethren. Don't call me nothing. Just do one thing. Just do. Master J, you got to be quiet. I'm gonna move you down, Master J. All I want you to do when you come off mic is just answer the. We can have any other conversation afterwards, but answer the question. What throne was he sitting on before Mount Zion and the earth was formed?
Okay, not before Mount Zion. Have nothing before Mount Zion. Mount Zion was the first place and the only place that God dwells in today. The Bible says in Psalm 133 that Mount Zion, God desire to dwell forever. So God is in Mount Zion forever.
So right? Now I'm gonna read.
What I want to know is, listen, brother, listen.
Can I read the Psalms like we read?
Can I finish, please?
I just want to read. I just want to read the verse. You keep quoting the verse. Okay. Let's read. Like I read 2 Corinthians. So we see third heaven. So now Psalms 130. Where it is? Psalms 133. What verse? Because it's only 3 verses.
Read from verse 1.
No problem.
It's the last verse, but read.
No problem.
Read from verse 1.
Behold, and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garment, as the dew of Hermon, as the dew that descends upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. Where does it say that that's his throne?
Brother man, the Bible says God living in Mount Zion, right or wrong?
You see that? Now, that I think I was pretty thorough with asking him about where the Lord's throne, the name of the Lord's throne. He said the Lord's throne is Mount Zion. It's in Psalms 133. I read Psalms 133. It says, for there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. I don't know what more I could do with that. And Haile Selassie is a nasty ass Ethiopian. And when he says that's Christian dogma, Haile Selassie was a Christian. Anybody can look up. Anybody can look up if Haile Selassie, who they say was the Christ, who they try to make God, anybody can look and see that Haile Selassie was a Christian. My live stream, anybody can come on my live stream as long as you can have decorum. It's a one mic policy. All right, Haile Selassie is not a stinking butthole African could never be the Christ of Israel. All right, next person that says am on TikTok. And again, the phone lines is open. If I could, before you begin speaking, the phone line. Oh, yeah, we got a caller. So caller, hold on a second. Am, what's your question or comment?
Yeah, I was the one in the comments. I have a question about 1 Samuel 15, right?
You the Muslim?
Yeah.
Okay, and you bowed down to that rock this week?
What do you mean the Kaaba?
Yeah, the rock.
Oh yeah, it's a direction of prayer. Yeah, so.
That's a rock though, right?
Yeah, it's a direction of prayer.
No, I'm just saying you bowing to a rock though.
Yeah, in the direction of it. I'm not bowing to the rock.
No, what I'm saying is in that direction, there lies a rock, and you bowing to it.
No, okay. But like let's say there was the circumstances where the rock got completely destroyed or it got moved, right? I would still pray towards the direction of where it was.
No, you're gonna always pray towards that Hajj, that rock.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, because y'all gotta kiss it though.
That's the black stone. It's something that's it's not required for you to kiss it.
But they do kiss it though.
Some people do, but when I went there personally, I didn't.
Did you get close enough to kiss it?
I mean, like, there's a bunch of hot, sweaty men jumping on top of each other.
Yeah, you said hot, sweaty men. Listen, I saw some video recently. Them Arab men is twerking like a mug, man. What's up with you?
I don't know about that, man.
I'm gonna put it on my chip. Listen, man. I seen some videos. Y'all got the man dresses on. Y'all twerking like Jesus Christ.
Do you mean the white robe?
No, y'all got the man dresses on. You know the garb y'all wear?
Yeah,
they got that on. They twerking better than Cardi B out there, man.
I don't know about twerking. I don't know about that.
Hold on. You see my phone, right? I mean, you see my screen, right?
I don't think I want to look at a man twerking.
Wait, let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. And this ain't gonna interrupt your time because I stopped you. Let me see if I can find. Oh yeah, here you go right here. Hold up. Let me turn my my background off real fast. Hold up, background. Let me go stickers. Is it no, not stickers. I ain't an expert at TikTok yet. Don't blame me for it. All right, there we go. So now I want you to look at this video. Look, they getting busy. Look, that's men in there twerking. Look at it.
Oh yeah, that's a sector. That's a sector.
Yeah, look at it. They freaking off.
No, that's a sect of Islam. They're deviants. They don't actually.
Yeah, they freaking off before Ramadan. They said if we got to fast, we gonna shake that ass. No, so all right, but what's your question?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask a question. It's like a more of a morality question. First Samuel 15, right?
First Samuel 15.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, good.
In verse 3, right? It says, "Now go attack the Amalekites and totally destroy all that belongs to them. Do not spare them. Put the unalive men and women, children, infants, cattle, sheep, camels, and donkeys." That sounds like genocide, right? So I just wanted to get your interpretation of it.
Yeah, that is because hold on. Do you know why? I'm not saying you have to. It's not a got you moment. But do you know why this was done?
No.
Yeah, most people don't know why, so they'll read that verse and they're like, God is just picking on them. So in Exodus 17, I think it's in 8. So Exodus 17, I'm gonna start at verse 8. It says, Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim. And Moses said unto Joshua, Choose us our men and go fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rock of God in my hand. So Joshua did as Moses had said. I'm just going to skip just for time's sake. And so when Amalek went to war, in Samuel is judgment for that. It says in Joshua, verse 13 says, And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And the Lord said unto Moses, Write this in a memorial for a book and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. So in 1 Samuel 15, this is the Lord. And I think if you read up some, you see that Amalek and them specifically targeted the elders, like the elderly and the sick of Israel, when you actually get the whole story. So so is it genocide when he unalived the firstborn of Egypt?
What is that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
I said, is it genocide?
You shouldn't say words like that.
Oh, right. You're right. Was it wrong?
Just say the TikTok shop.
Got you. Yeah. Shout out to TikTok shop. We love TikTok shop. You gotta say you love Israel. Put some F1s in the chat. So just like when we celebrate a Passover, which is about the unaliving of the firstborn of the Egyptians, that's because of what the Egyptians did to Israel first. So in Samuel, the reason why Amalek is getting punished is because of what they did to Israel first. So it's a judgment. So is it from Amalek's eyes, it would be bad because Amalek is the one getting unalive. From Israel's eyes, it's the Lord's judgment for what Amalek did to our ancestors. And it's what we pray for every day. You as Muslims, I'm pretty sure y'all have something called the infidel, right?
The infidel, yeah.
Right.
Apostates?
Right. And so the infidel is somebody that y'all want to be destroyed, that y'all would probably call on Allah to destroy your enemies, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So this is no different.
Okay. So in this case, it will apply to all the people, including the non-combatant women, children.
Absolutely, because it applied to all of Israel, the non-combatant women of Israel, the non-combatant children of Israel. And the difference between in the Bible and what man does it on their own. The Lord told him to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean,
anybody can come on the stage.
From my lens, if I look at something like this, right? If in the case of like combatants, that's something that's perfectly like moral for me, right? But if I see like something like men, children, infants, right? Things, people who like, to my eyes, I don't see that they did anything wrong. Right?
Oh yeah, let me give you something a little bit harder than that's Samuel. So I'm gonna go to Psalms 137, right? This is Psalms 137. Now, on your time, you can read the whole chapter, right?
Yeah.
But for time's sake, I'm going to just read a couple of verses to make the point. So in Psalms 137, now, for context, this is when we were taken away slave. We was taken away as captives. So in Psalms 137, I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom, and the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof." That is a pause on that. So the reason why he's saying raise it, is Edom is looking for Israel to be torn down. Verse 8 says, "O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh thy little ones and dasheth them against the stone." The reason why it's even given that reference of dashing someone else's little ones with the stones is because that's what they was doing to our daughters, to our sons, to our women, to our children. So the justice that the Most High allows us to have, it is righteous. Now, if the nation never did nothing to us, and then let's say I'm gonna just name a nation. Let's say like Hawaiians. Nobody really hears about Hawaiians doing nothing to anybody. And imagine God say, go and destroy all the Hawaiians, and they never did nothing to us. I can understand somebody having a position like that. But if a nation does something to us, we have every right to pray to the Most High to get vengeance. Even the Passover that we talk about, the firstborn people that were unalive, they didn't necessarily do anything, but they were judged nonetheless. And that's how the Most High works. And the important part about that is for the children of Israel to always remember to obey the Most High.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
so you see it as moral since the first they aggressed you guys first, and then God gave his divine judgment.
That's correct.
Yeah, I can understand that. Okay.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you have a good day, man.
All right, you too. All right, to my TikTok audience, just hold on a second. I got phone calls. Octavian, you there?
Hey, what's going on, Ken?
What's going on, brother? You got a question or comment?
Hey, just a quick question, man. I don't know if you thought I was see, but I sent you the clip of that Tucker Carlson and Mike Huckabee interview the other day. And I don't know if you got a chance to see it, but if you...
Caller, hold on. You talk about what Tucker Carlson said Netanyahu wasn't an Israelite?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, he went so far. He also challenged him, like, why we won't get the DNA?
It's the truth. I mean, it's the truth.
Hey, Chris, if you cut in again, man, you're not gonna stay on the stage, man. Like, you asked to come back up, have a one mic policy. I talk to one person at a time. If I have to explain it again, I'm just gonna knock you down. You're not gonna come back up. Thank you. So yeah, and he also challenged them to do that. The DNA testing in Israel is illegal, right?
It is. I do that, man, and it was. I gotta admit, man, it was my eyebrows kind of raised up how he was coming at him like that, man. Because I always thought that Tucker Carlson was one of the ones, at least a long time ago, he was one of the ones that was kind of protecting the Jewish folks. So
yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I think because what's happening is like they're seeing that they're losing more. Like, it's cool to support somebody when you still in power, but as they see Trump giving more and more and more and more power to the so-called Jew, they starting to turn their back on that because they don't mind. They don't mind. You said what?
I was gonna say. So you said they tell it to the peak white.
Yes, like Elon Musk. Elon Musk called that Jewish man the peak white, and they lost their mind over that because because white people want to be. Every white race wants to be superior, even in their own tribe. So in the tribe of white people, or the dukes of Edom, the Bible will call them dukes, they want to be the chief. So as Esau, or the so-called white man in America, is trying to be the chief, they don't have no problem helping the so-called Jew. But once it seems like the Jew is either on the same playing field or getting above it, and they see that Netanyahu has Donald Trump in his pocket, now they will begin to turn on him and say, "Nah, you're not the Jew. Let's prove it. Let's just pull the DNA out. Let's get it out." Now, I don't know where they're getting Abraham's DNA from. I don't know where they're getting that from, but they saying, let's just get the DNA and see. And listen, that's one thing I support. I think they should pull that DNA out and let's see what happens. Now, will I trust it? If they had the heart to really tell the truth, I would trust it. But I just don't trust the white man like that. Even the conversation that they're having could just be a play. Man, it's probably a play to stop talking about Epstein. So I'm sorry, man. I don't know, but I don't know where they would get that DNA from of Abraham. I don't know where they would get it from.
Yeah, that's true, man. I also thought it was interesting. They was talking about Netanyahu's name. He has a Polish name.
A lot of them have Polish names. Yeah, but a lot of them have Polish, Russian, and German names because they're not from the Middle East. They're not from Israel. They all come from that area. Even Germany. They all come from Germany. They come from all of that.
It's crazy, man. It looks like stuff starting to change a little bit, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the Most High Spirit stirring up the pot.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
Well, all right, man. Appreciate your time.
Hey, no problem. All right. I thought I had set my my TikTok to auto accept guests. Let me just double check. Turn that off. Let me see. Oh, I did turn that off. Oh, okay. I had turned that off. That's why. Okay, so I turned it on auto accept, so y'all can come up on your own. All right, on the phone lines, we got it says on my phone, Lawrence. Lawrence, dark skin, you gotta mute your phone, sis. Oh, there we go.
Tazaryach, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Lawrence. What's going on, brother?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good to go. You got a
Hey,
question?
I want to have a small, it's going to be expensive. It's going to require extension. But a quick dialogue. I've been studying the word for a long time, right? To the point to where I went to the origin of the study of the word. Like,
what you mean the origin? What you mean the origin? The origin of what word? You talking about the Bible?
Yeah.
And you say what origin you went to?
Well, the origin of the Bible is the stories from Samaria, Mesopotamia.
Wow. You don't say. Break that down, man, and enlighten us, please.
Well, we know that Abraham is from the land of Ur, which is Babylon.
But he left them niggas, though. But he spent his entire adult life there. Okay, reason why I say he left them niggas, though, is because they were polytheistic. Abraham went monotheistic, right?
Well, he went henotheistic.
Okay, let me say it in a simpler way, because I hate smart niggas. They had multiple gods. Abraham went to one God, correct?
He did.
Okay, so that's why I say he left them niggas. He hated them niggas. He didn't want to be down with them. That's why he left them.
That's true. That's true.
So,
however,
but break down how it's the same.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was saying break down how it's the same, like the word, how it's the same.
Because El, Yahweh, and all of the other name of the angels that the Hebrews accept that come from Babylon, they are the same gods and angels, but they're not called angels, they're called gods of the Sumerian text.
But okay, that's a statement more so like, so here's what I mean when I say that's a statement. Because of the flood story, Noah's 3 sons, they would know the name of the Most High. So if they use El and use it wrong, I'm not arguing that. That's not the Most High's name. Yahweh is his name. So I'm not more so interested in the name because they would all know the names. When you say it comes from that.
Well, the name.
Good, I'm sorry.
The name of the Most High will actually be Al-Ayawan.
Who?
Al-Ayawan.
What that mean?
As in Deuteronomy 32.
No. Okay, so Deuteronomy.
It means the Most High.
No, Deuteronomy. You mean El-Yon? Is that what you're trying to say?
Al-Ayawan is the actual correct.
Right, and you basing it on Deuteronomy 32, and I think it's verse 8 when it says, when the Most High divided the nations, their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. Is that the verse?
Well, that's the mistranslation.
No, it's not. When you look at it in Hebrew,
absolutely is.
So when you look at it in Hebrew, the Elyon is the Most High, the Goy is the nations, Parad is separated, Ben is sons, Adam is Adam, Nasab is Set. So where's the mistranslation at?
Well, actually, what it says is when the Most High divided the nations, he set the boundaries of the people according to the number of Beni Elohim.
Where do
For
you get
Yahweh
that?
portion was his people.
Where do you get
Jacob
that from?
was the lot of his inheritance.
Where do you get that from?
That's from the Dead Sea Scrolls and Septuagint.
Well, you know this. I don't know
Older
about the. I
than
don't
the
know
King
about the
James
dead.
Version.
Well, the Septuagint is not older, because the Septuagint
It's
is,
definitely older than the King James Version.
what I mean by that is the Septuagint is not.
We got an echo.
You got an echo.
You got echo.
I don't have an echo at all. I'm not using anything
Oh,
else.
yeah.
Well, I'm coming through my speaker, so I don't know if that's what you mean by the echo. But I use this method all the time, so I'm not sure. What I mean by the Septuagint is not a true Septuagint. The Septuagint, hold on one second. The Septuagint is a copy of the Septuagint. If you just look up when the Septuagint came about, you'll see that it was redone, I think, in the 3rd or 4th century is when it was
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so that what they call a Septuagint is not the actual Septuagint. So I wouldn't use that as the authority. When the Masoretic text, which would be closer, which is what the King James copy from, would predate what is written of the Septuagint. So I wouldn't trust the Septuagint.
Well, the Dead Sea Scrolls predate the Septuagint.
I would have to see that in the Dead Sea Scrolls. I'm gonna chat GPT it while we're on the phone. I would have to see that in the Septuagint in the Dead Sea Scrolls. But when I look at,
so here's the point that I'm making.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It says that the point that I'm making in showing you this verse, and I'll give you another one. It says that Yahweh portion was his people.
Right, but
Jacob was the lot of his inheritance.
Mm-hmm. What I need to get to, right? Because whenever I have conversations with brothers like yourselves, y'all spend more time in the Bible saying that we copy instead of showing me. So, like, for example, when I read anybody's origin, like creation story, I'll say it like that. The Bible's creation story is nothing like anybody else's creation story, but they'll say we copied it. The flood story is nothing like any of the creation stories, but they'll say we copied it. So when you say we copied it, I need to know, what are you saying that we copied?
All right. So we deviated from where I came up here. I'll explain that.
You said you came up here to show that the original word came from someplace else. It wasn't in the Bible. That's
no. That's not why I came up here. Why I came up here, what I was getting off into, but I just opened with my understanding by letting you know that I know for a fact.
Okay, so because I don't have a lot of time, I'll reset you. What is it that you actually want to talk about? Is it that, or is it something else?
What I wanted to discuss is that Yahweh, our God, the God of Israel, is the son of a God, Al-Yawan, the Most High.
Can you prove that?
I tried to substantiate that with an older text of Deuteronomy 32, and I'll further substantiate it with Genesis 48 and 15 when Jacob is blessing Joshua and Ephraim and Manasseh.
Deuteronomy 32 and 8 doesn't say that the Most High comes from another God, though.
It says that when the Most High divided the nations, he set the boundaries according to the number
and who's
of the people.
And who's the Most High?
Tazaryach. You gonna let me get off, bro?
I'm asking you, who's the Most High in that verse?
The Most High is Al-Yawan.
And so you're saying that Al-Yawan is not Yahweh?
No, he's the father of all of the angels. So it's 70 nations and it's 70 angels that he divided to be over the head of the nations as princes.
So I just want to walk with you for a second. When you said no to me, you're saying El Elyon is not Yahweh. Yes or no?
No, he's not Yahweh. He's the father of Yahweh.
Got you. So in Psalms 8, the 83rd chapter, when it says, "Thou whose name alone is Yahweh art the Most High over all the earth," who's that?
That's Yahweh, the son of the Most High. See, when it says so, when you look at it in the Hebrew, the Most High is not the same as Al-Yawan. Capitalized. So when he say the Most High over the earth, that's what he means. He's the Most High over the earth, but that's not the title that he is. The title of the Father is the Most High Al Elyon.
So in Hebrew, you know it's the same Hebrew word though, right?
I understand it, brother, but if you look at what the Most High's name is in Hebrew,
that's what I'm talking about.
Al Elyon in that Psalm that you just said, it's literally saying you are the Most High over the earth. But Al Elyon is a title.
So if that's a title, what is, you're saying Yahweh has a father. What is his name? Because now you dipping. Because first you said his name was Al.
His father's name is the Most High, El.
His father's name can't be the Most High when you just said it's a title, because I read to you a verse in Psalms 83 where Yahweh is referring himself as the Most High. You can't have two Most Highs. You know the concept of, one second, the concept of Most High means there's nothing higher than you. So if you're saying that there's something higher than Yahweh, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, and what is his name?
The Most High. Now let me explain.
Hey brother, what's 5 plus 5, brother?
Hold on. Let me qualify my answer, brother.
Shut your dumb ass up. I'm gonna take one more call and I'm gonna come back. That didn't make no sense. He thought he had a point. Maybe he never heard of Psalms 83 and 18. But when you read Deuteronomy 32 and 8 and it says Most High there, it says El Elyon. When you read Psalms 83 and 18, it says El Elyon. And if you're gonna, like, the Most High's name is not El. It's not God. The Most High's name is Yahweh. So if you're gonna tell me Yahweh got a father, you can't tell me his name is Most High. That don't even make sense. Next person on the phone line is, and then I'm gonna come right to TikTok. Slightly, y'all. We got special guests. We got Captain Tazaryach on my TikTok stage, so you know he got carte blanche to interrupt at any time he wants. He's the only person. Shalom. All right. So the next person on the phone line is 336-954.
Hello, Captain.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, brother? Peace to you.
Hey, peace to you, brother. You got a question?
Yeah. Actually, I got a question, and I don't want to break from the teacher.
No. When y'all come on the stage, y'all can ask whatever question y'all want. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think I was blocked from your channel like a month ago, and I follow you. I follow both of you.
You must have said something crazy. Yeah, you must have said something crazy.
I don't think I said anything crazy. The last thing I said before I got blocked was you were giving a breakdown, and it was nice. And before the live went off, I was like, nice breakdown, Cap. And I didn't put the T at the end. Maybe.
No, you ain't got to do that. Do me a favor though. Just text me, like, I want you to go to your YouTube, right? And when you go to your YouTube, you can share your YouTube. Just text me your YouTube, and if you are blocked, I'll just unblock you.
How you do that again? I'm trying to.
If you go on your YouTube app, when you go onto your YouTube, on your YouTube app, if you just go to where you go to your name, where it says you, and then at the top, as you viewing the channel, you should see switch account, Google, turn on incognito, share channel. And if you hit share channel, you copy that and then just text me your YouTube channel name, and then I'll make sure you're not blocked.
Well, I appreciate that, because I do follow you. I think you guys are getting with it. Y'all are closest to what I grew up on. I grew up apostolic, and y'all are the closest to what I grew up on. Mm-hmm. Even though, the apostolic thing gets crazy at times.
Right. Jesus and Moses blocked.
I'm a supporter. What joint from your Etsy Carl Gas joints? What Chris smells do you have that I can get
so the newest smells I got? Well, I got this brand new smell I just got, but I ain't got no name for it. It's for men. I'm wearing it right now. The shit is fire. But austere for men, sincere black, sincere red, sincere platinum. Beast is a monster. I brought it to Indiana. When I was out in Indiana, everybody bought Beast, so those would be 5. Austere, sincere red, sincere black, sincere platinum, and Beast. Those are like the 5. Yep. Oh, Goated too. If you think you're the greatest of all time like me, Goated is good too.
Yeah, that's what my...
I just left Chicago. to DB Good. I was just in Chicago last week. I taught the class last week in Chicago. But did you have any other questions, brother? Because I got a lot of people on the phone and on TikTok.
No, that's it. That's it.
Okay, no sweat. Yeah, so if you text me, if you text me now, I'll make sure and I'll unblock you now, all right?
All right, bet.
All right, no sweat. All right. So my callers on the phone, just hold on. I'm gonna just take 2 people on TikTok, and I'm coming right back to y'all. On TikTok, we got Mr. Seth. Mr. Seth.
How you doing? Yeah, hey Kev, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm coming back in probably like the 3rd week of March. I'll be back in Chicago. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing all right. I just got a general question about women in sports. Are you with it? You don't have no opinion about it?
Women that's what?
In sports in general, like playing basketball and sports in general. What's your take on it? Do you like it?
Okay. For the exercise of it, it's not bad. Some sports, but when you think about what they do to women in sports, like they make women extremely masculine to be in sports. I don't know. It doesn't. It damn near don't even matter what. Like gymnastics, like they showed a picture of what's the young girl? She had won all the medals, and they showed her. She a little older now, and you could tell she put on like some weight and stuff like that. She just I forgot her name. She's an
Gabby
Gabby, right? So now when you see Gabby now, Gabby look all right now. But when you listen, but when Gabby was competing, she was pressed because she had to have her body a certain weight, her body a certain size, the training, the rigorous, even basketball. I know women that played basketball, my sister was one of them, how they had to have their breast pressed down, how manly they had to be. You see them women playing basketball, that's why a lot of them turn into lesbians besides of the trauma that they go through, because they're acting and you have to be like a man to be good. Even the boxing. Like people was asking me about the boxing with Clarissa. Now I like Clarissa and Papoose as a married couple, as a couple. But I don't like her boxing. I don't want to watch two. Like I saw a highlight, you just got 2 women in there beating on each other. And I'm just wondering what man gets off on seeing 2 women beat each other. I don't understand it. So I'm not really for exercising, but you can get on the treadmill and do that. So I'm not one of those that's for women's sports like that. I'm not.
Okay, yeah. I probably watch like like college basketball, like South Carolina with Don State, LSU and all that. But like the WNBA, I'm not too thrilled on unless like Angel Reese, maybe a specific player.
You only watching Angel Reese because she pretty though. You ain't watching her because ain't nobody watching Angel Reese so she can grab rebounds. People find Angel Reese attractive and they like, oh, let me check out Angel Reese. And listen, and you know who else don't want to watch women's sports? Who else? You know who else? Women don't give a damn. Women do not give a damn about women sports.
You're right.
They don't watch. Women don't care about sports at all. The only time women care about sports is if they into their man. If they into their man, they caring about the sports. But for the most part, women basketball, nobody care about the WNBA. If the WNBA disappeared, nobody would care. So no, I'm not really a women's sports type of person. I am in women being in shape though. Go play soccer. Soccer will keep that woman in shape.
Like let's say a top girl's lady say
Obadiah, mute your mic, dude. You gotta mute your mic on the stage.
Yeah, Captain, what you think about me playing basketball? What would you tell her? I'm not, would you...
If what? If one of my daughters or something?
Like, let's say if you got a niece or a daughter that says they want to play basketball, what would you tell them? Would you persuade them?
I would ask them why they want to play basketball, and then I would try to sway them into something else.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not really with that. And just so everybody understands, this ain't law. It's just you just asking me my opinion. But so it's not unlawful to play sports, but what a woman has to go through in those sports, I wouldn't want to put nobody I love through that.
I feel you.
All right?
Thank you. Yeah.
No sweat. All right, next brother is, he had left. Scoop. Scoop, you there? Scoop, are you there? I can't hear you. I see you unmuted, but I can't hear you. All right, Scoop, I'm going to have to skip you. SB Plugs.
Yo, Cap, I was trying to see when that 607 video coming out.
He and I, man, we haven't actually sat down because we keep missing each other. Like I was out in Vegas twice, and the first time I was out in Vegas, he was in Cali, and then the last time he was in Mississippi. So we haven't actually linked up yet. We were supposed to, but just scheduling conflicts.
Yeah, I understand that you feel like, you know, getting your message out there, but I just feel like that ain't he a clown, bro. Like
who's a clown?
607.
Hey, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
What do you mean, as in work?
Yeah, the work of the Lord. What you do?
Oh shit, just work at a warehouse?
No, in the work of the Lord, what do you do?
Oh shit, nothing really.
So how are you gonna talk about 607 He's shaming you right now. You believe in the Most High?
Yeah, I believe in the Most High. What does he
so
do?
So why are you letting 607 outwork you?
What does he do for the Most High?
He don't do nothing. But you don't either. But you know it. He don't.
But see, look, this is the thing, though. I don't. That's not my job to do that. And everybody can't do something for the Lord. Everybody got a purpose, right?
No, that's a lie. So I ask you this one: are you in the body of Christ?
Explain.
Meaning, like in ISUBK, is everybody in our school on the internet?
Nah.
Everybody in our school debate?
Nah.
But there's brothers in our school. Like for example, you put that Hebrew in front of me. I might read some of it, but I'm not an expert. You put that Hebrew in front of Hazahab, he gonna lay that shit down and read it perfectly, break down the words, do all of that. So are you in a?
I mean, I thought you meant like on as in that example and only like I don't put so many people on you in an example, but
no, that's not it. That's not even it. Like you should be in what I would always say. You should be in ISUBK putting your brick in. Like you can't complain about what 607 is doing negatively when you're not doing nothing positively for the Most High. Because when you say something like, even if, what's good, we get clowns every now and again. So when you say something like 607 is a clown, right? A lot of people listen to him, don't they?
A lot of people clowns though.
A lot of people listen to him, don't they?
Yeah.
So he has a light, right?
I mean, but like I say, a lot of people are clowns.
I don't know why you got to keep saying that. When you say a lot of people are clowns, you're a clown to me. You're more of a clown to me than him because he don't have the truth or the word of the Lord. You say you have the truth and the word of the Lord. He's doing something to promote whatever it is he believes in. You're doing absolutely nothing. That's why when Christ said the children of darkness are greater than the children of light, you would never think, let me go on this man's platform so that the people on his platform can hear the truth. I would absolutely say, man, me and 607. And here's the other part. A lot of that shit is trolling shit because people know how to work the internet. The internet is about controversy. The internet is about the troll. So I know I can have an off-camera conversation with 607 that's way different than the conversation I'm going to have with him when the cameras go on. And as I go on that platform, just like when I go on everybody else's platform, all of that is phishing. So what I would do, brother, before you say somebody is a clown, and you're entitled to say that, before you say somebody is a clown, why would I go on their platform? You might want to think, if you're just going to talk about me, because you said you put a lot of people onto me, I'm on a lot of people's platform, right?
What's up?
Do you think that's helped or hurt the Most High?
It's always going to help.
Right. And do you think that I pulled who you call clowns away from whatever it is that they was on those platforms?
A majority, yeah, probably.
Yeah, then I should go on 607s, right?
Not really.
He'll get it one day, man. I'm gonna take the next call. To my TikTok audience. If y'all want to come up on the stage, y'all can. My live is set for auto accept, so I accept everybody. I just ask that you mute your mic when you come on here. To my YouTube audience, you know what I want y'all to do. I just want y'all to share. Like the video, thumb up the video. On the phone line, I got Judith Amaro.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. Yourself?
I'm hanging in there.
All right.
I left you a message. I left you a message and I just have a quick question.
Okay. What's your question?
I am of the tribe of Yemaya.
The tribe of what?
Yemaya. And
Okay.
Arawak. And Arawak.
Okay.
So an Israelite cannot be friends with me.
You said an Israelite cannot be what?
Friends.
Friends with you?
Yeah.
You said what tribe you say you from?
Arawak.
But Arawaks are Israelites though.
I don't.
You talk about an Arawak Indian?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Arawak Indians are of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Where do you get that from?
Their history.
Really?
Yeah. Their history.
How about Yemaya?
I don't know what Yemaya is.
Okay. So can you be friends with somebody of a tribe that you don't know that's not an Israelite?
When you say friends, I wouldn't necessarily say friends, but you can be associates. You can be associates with anybody. Like I have relationships with people that are not Israelites. That's not unlawful. You breaking up? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but you can trade with each other, right?
Do business? Yep. You can do business with anyone.
You can do business? Okay, no problem. I just needed to know that. And girls belong in sports. It's healthy for them.
I think exercise is healthy for anybody, but making women act like men is not healthy.
How is that acting like men?
Have you seen the WNBA?
I know they're playing basketball.
Have you seen them? Have you seen how they play? They play like men.
Yeah, I think they don't play like men.
Yes,
play
they
like
do.
Basketball.
No, they play right. And basketball is a man's sport that women decided to take on, and so they rebound like men. They try to be aggressive like men. They absolutely play like men, and they end up sleeping with each other. I remember there was one basketball game where the two women, because they're in a relationship with each other, they called that the first time. I want to say they called them husband and wife or a married couple played together or some shit like that. Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Lesbianism is against God. Is there anything else?
No.
All right. You have a good day. All right. Take one more caller. 330-238. And she sound like a bug out. 330-238.
Hello.
How many times you gonna say hello? Is your number 330-238?
Well, I know you heard what I'm talking about. I'm gonna get your opinion on this.
What?
I was looking at I was looking at a video on YouTube. I guess he was an Israelite and he was in the truth, but then he started preaching about how Gentiles can be Israelite. I want to get your opinion on that. Like, what you think about that?
Yeah, you saying so the word Gentile itself, right? The word Gentile itself means nation. So I'm assuming when he's saying Gentiles can be Israelites, he's talking about who we identify as non-Israelites can be Israelites. Is that what he's saying?
Nah, Cap. He wasn't saying that. He was saying like basically he's like white people.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So he's saying like, so you know how we say the Israelites are blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. He is saying like a Chinese person can be an Israelite or a white person can be an Israelite, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's not in the Bible. That's nowhere in the Bible. That's just Christianity manipulating, and then you got Israelites that people used to trust. So you got Israelites that people used to trust that they were teaching the word of God. Then they find out that they're not because they're teaching that anybody can be an Israelite. If you're not the seed of Israel, you cannot be an Israelite. That's in the Bible. If you're not the children of the promise, like Romans 9 and 6 says, the children, this is Romans 9 and 7, I'll say. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed. So we know that the promise was only given to the children of Israel. So according to that verse, the only children of God are the children of Israel, right?
Correct.
So when they tell you that a non-Israelite could be an Israelite, they're lying to you. At best, what a non-Israelite, hold on. At best, what a non-Israelite could ever be is a citizen when we're ruling. So in the land, let's say if we rule in the land of Israel and a Chinese person comes into our land and we treat them well, we don't treat them like how Trump is treating immigrants. We treat them justly. They can become a citizen of Israel, but they'll just be a citizen. They won't be an Israelite. They'll be a citizen because they live in our land. But, you know, you cannot, just like I can't go to Ireland and now I'm an ethnic Irishman. I can be a citizen in Ireland, but I wouldn't be an Irishman.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. I just see what you thought about that.
There's a lot of, remember, Christ said a lot of wolves in sheep clothing. You know, some of them got a penis on their neck now and everything, wearing ties, putting penises on their neck, and the whole 9 yards. Talk about God love everybody and anybody could be an Israelite. That's just not in the Bible.
Appreciate that. I didn't get your thoughts on
no
that.
Sweat.
That's all I had.
I appreciate it, brother. All right, to the other callers, I'm gonna jump back on the TikTok. Before I do that, I'm gonna let my brother Picard give an announcement. You there, Picard? Now, Picard, you just text. I'm about to say you just text me now.
Hey, come on, sir. My bad. I was having trouble with the mute button. But yeah, I just want to take this time, to get everybody, man, to, participate in the live and just repost and and share. Now, if you for some reason you don't want to share, but you want Cap to get the credit for it being shared, all you gotta do is go down to the share button, click the copy link, just like I just did right now, and every time you copy the link, it's gonna show up as a share, and it's gonna help with the algorithm. Okay, and also, when you tap the screen on TikTok, you can tap it more than one time. You know what I'm saying? You can tap it one time, you can tap it 100 times. That's going to help with the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And, just make sure you put some hashtags in the chat, FYF, and such and such. That's FYF.
That's me. That's my bad. That's me. Go ahead. I'm sorry. That was my phone. No, you good, Picard. That was me.
Oh, come. I'm finished, sir.
Okay, no
as long as everybody heard everything I said,
yeah.
Just try to get the algorithm popping. Y'all send gifts and and whatnot. Just show your support, especially if you enjoy it. It's a lot.
Appreciate that, man. All right, so next in the chat, I did SB already, so I could drop SB. Cheeto. Am I saying that right? Cheeto?
Yes, Cheeto.
Cheeto. What's up, Cheeto?
I good. I from the Caribbean.
You said what?
I from the Caribbean.
Hold on 1 second. We got a dummy on there. Hold on 1 second. Guys, say that again now.
I from the Caribbean. And
no. Okay, you from the Caribbean. Okay, I'm with you. Go ahead.
But this I wanted to know what kind of doctrine you have, because I hear you say that a white person cannot be a Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah, they can.
But
what island you from?
I from St. Martin, under the Dutch.
Okay, so you're ethnic St. Martin, right?
Yes.
So if I came to your land, would I be ethnic or would I be a citizen?
Citizen.
That's right. So how can a white person be an Israelite?
Now we're going to break it down for you, brother.
Wait, before you break it down, you understand how I can't be an ethnic St. Martin. I can only be a citizen over there, right?
Yes, brother.
But you're about to break down to me how a white person can be an ethnic Israelite?
That's what I'm going to ask. That's what I'm going to, if you allow me. You will allow me to speak?
Jesus. Okay, so I can't be ethnic, but a white person could just be ethnic. Okay, we're gonna listen to this. Go ahead, break it down.
Okay, listen to this. You got to understand that when Christ said, did the wheat and the tares grow together, he himself going to separate. You got to understand, when we went to slavery, our people make children with other nations, and black people can make white. Not white cannot make black. You got to understand how Esau exists. It's not Rebecca and Isaac, and which color Rebecca and Isaac was.
But that's not what we're talking about. I think what you're talking about is because we mix with other races, you don't know who's black or who's white. I think that's
No. I ain't say that. I say a black man, a Hebrew Israelite, because the seed is the man is counted as the Hebrew.
Right. So it's not right. So it's not like your skin. Right.
So
it's not your.
Listen, a man could make love with another nation and make white babies, and you would make mistake thinking it's Esau. White.
But that's what brother. Okay, what I want you to do is kind of focus, because what you're saying is what I just said. What I said to you was, what you're saying is, because we mix with other races, we could think that they're white, but they're not white. And then you said, no, that's not what I'm talking about. But because man carries a seed, and we could be sleeping with a white person and think that the child is white, but they're one of us. That's what. So we're saying the same thing, correct?
Okay, yes.
Right, but that's not what I'm saying. That's not the question that I asked you, because that white person is still not an ethnic Israelite. That white person is only an Israelite because because an Israelite man had intercourse with a non-Israelite woman. So then you agree. So let me ask you like this. Can a non-Israelite man create an Israelite?
No, because he's not an Israelite.
So when we say white people cannot be Israelites, you and I are now saying the same thing. What you're saying, you're not even saying that white people could be Israelites. What you're saying is you don't know if this person that looks white could be an Israelite. That's what you're saying. So I'll give an example. Like, you familiar with Bob Marley, right?
Of course, Bob Marley. Father was a white man.
So then Bob Marley's not an Israelite, right?
No.
Thank you. So that's what I mean. So now you see how I just flipped it. So we flipped it to a melanated looking person, but because you and I know he has a white father, he's not an Israelite. But let's say, what about Mariah Carey?
Yes, she is a Hebrew Israelite.
Thank you. And you and I agree. So you say, right. So you're saying the same thing I'm saying. You're saying a white person can't be an Israelite.
Okay. Now I understand where you're coming from. Other thing now I want to know.
See how easy that was? Wait, before you ask that. That's how, and I try to have this type of conversation with a lot of people. You see how he and I, it seemed like we wasn't getting along, agreeing, but I was able to break down and show him. That's a good conversation. What's your next question? I'll take one more question.
Okay, other question. You teach baptism?
I teach Christ's baptism, not John's baptism.
But that's why Christ asked the Pharisee, when they asked Christ question, Christ said, okay, answer my question. The baptism what John do is from men or from God?
Both baptisms was from the Most High. But John's baptism was only until Christ came. When Christ came, his baptism was over. And then now we just do one baptism.
That's true.
Hey, KT, you got to mute your mic, brother. Thank you.
Anyway, that's good, because you have the true brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
I hope that we can make it all the way to the wilderness before anything starts,
Definitely. Listen, the Bible says you got to endure to the end, Matthew 24 and 13.
To the end, man.
That's
yes,
right.
Sir.
All right, I appreciate it, brother. I'm going to take the next person.
You don't know. Take care.
All right, no sweat. Scoob, you there? I had to drop you before. You had unmuted, but I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, Captain, I don't know how to work this, so
I can hear you now.
My first time.
Yo, I can hear you now. What's going on? You got a question?
Yes, sir. Can you now when it
says scripture? Now, first off,
myself, go ahead. When it's saying scripture, with us being, can you break down Revelations 2 and 9?
Yeah, when it says I know the blast, which part? The end part or the beginning?
beginning to end.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so
and
it
then
says.
and then Revelations 3 and 9.
Oh, okay, yeah, I like them two scriptures. So Revelations 2 and 9 says, it says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. So the reason why I'm saying that is because our condition is one that is poor. Our works are not received, like we're not getting the full recompense or recovery or tribute for our works. Then it says tribulation, the trial we're going through. Like always that Michael Jackson song when he said too high to get over, too low to get under. That's us. That's the tribulation and poverty. When it says, but thou art rich, because even though we're in this state, the inheritance we have is our riches. And that's the endurance that we have to go through. And it says, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. And he knows of those people that say that they are us, but they are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then in Revelations 3 and 9, it says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet to know that I have loved thee. So in the fulfillment, like the part in verse 9 in Revelations 2 and 9, when it says, thou art rich, when that is fulfilled, you're going to see Jewish people, you're going to see other Edomites, you're going to see other races bowing down before us. And everybody would know who the God of Israel is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that last question, Captain. Now, with us being, when we them people, did we come from West Africa? And can you explain? Because I was talking to a brother. He's from West Africa. He said we Hebrews and we were these.
Well, there are some. So to give you the
come
track,
from West Africa. And what part?
Not necessarily. So not necessarily come from West Africa in a sense that's our origin, but we did migrate to West Africa. So when Jerusalem fell in 70 AD, we migrated into West Africa, and we lived in West Africa for 1,000+ years. And then when they came and the whole transatlantic slave trade took place, that's when they started transporting us from the west coast of Africa to America. So there's still Israelites, there's still brothers and sisters of ours that still reside in the west coast of Africa.
And last question, when they did
you just said the last question was the last question.
Oh, I got it. All right, Captain, thank you very much.
No, I'm gonna let you sneak this next one. I was being funny, but this one got to be the last one. But go ahead.
Because you know,
Captain, I know how it goes. Come on with it, man.
So when those people, because they said it was the thing that I had read, it said they called it the land of Judah. So were they specifically targeting us and putting us in the slave trade?
Yes, just like imagine an enemy. You got an enemy in your land. You got another people coming saying they want to buy some slaves. The perfect people to buy would be your enemy. It's as simple as that. So they knew exactly what they like to make it seem like the transatlantic slave trade was just some random act of just grabbing who they could grab. But no, the transatlantic slave trade was extremely specific. They knew exactly who they was capturing.
And during that time, they knew we were a totally different group of people from our laws, the way we carry ourselves, our tongue, our culture.
To this day, they know we're a different group of people. That exists to this day. The only people don't know is us. All right?
Yeah. You answered my questions, Captain.
All right, no sweat. I appreciate it. All right. Yes. Next up is KTTD. This my good light-skinned brother, man. Let me see if this is my good light. Hell yeah, this my good light-skinned brother.
Yeah, what's up with you, brother?
What's up, man? You ain't gonna get mad at me today, right?
Nah, and if you want to act like a grown man, like a
I know. Listen. I listen. What I was doing the last time was saying we both got the dome. We twins with the dome. That's all I was trying to say. I wasn't disrespecting you, cause I got this. Look at my damn forehead. My shit bigger than yours.
But I you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just felt like that was. It wasn't the fact that you talked about that. It was the fact that we weren't talking about that. We were talking about the law.
I make fun of my head too, though. What I'm saying, brother. I'm like, I teach. One of the things I do, I teach. I have fun. I do all of those things. So I wasn't being offensive because and I tried to apologize to you. So I'm glad you came back. So what's your question? Let's talk about it. What's up?
I wanted you to go to 56, Isaiah 56 and 6. And I want you to read this out loud.
You want me to read it out loud? Isaiah 56. I'm going there right now. Isaiah
56 and 6.
Isaiah 56 and 6. Now, before I read this, just one. Is somebody else unmuted? Okay, before I read this, just one quick question. Do you believe that you're Israelite?
I'm Israelite. I am a Yazarelite.
Okay, no sweat. Perfect. Yeah. All right. So Isaiah 50.
My dad is from the tribe of Yehuda.
Okay, no problem. So Isaiah 56 and 6 says, and also the sons of the stranger that join themselves to the Lord to serve him and to love the name of the Lord, to be his servants. Everyone that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it and taking hold of my covenant.
Okay. So does it say that the strangers that join themselves to Yahuwah, the Lord, and serve him and love his name, and from keeping his Sabbaths and polluting it and take a hold of his covenant, and even them will he Yahuwah bring to his holy mountain and make them a joyful in his house of prayer, which is the third temple, and their burnt offerings and their sacrifices shall be accepted upon thine altar.
Yes, it does. It does say it does say that the sons of the stranger shall join and do that. That's absolutely
okay. And so I wanted you to understand that. That's what I was trying to talk to you about last time.
But
you didn't even let me get there to this verse.
But
right?
the strangers.
I want you to understand. No.
Wait, hold on.
I want to say what I was trying to say.
But I don't want you to leave after you say it though, because I disagree on the strangers.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. You're disagreeing with Yahuwah's word.
I'm disagreeing with your understanding of his word.
No, but there's no secret understanding to that.
I agree. There is no secret.
Son of the stranger.
It actually says. It says.
Yahuwah the Lord.
What it says.
You're supposed to be a leader, and you got to go by Yahweh's word.
Here's what I want you to do. If you notice with everybody, we was able to have a clean little back and forth, right? So where I disagree with you at is that. Were you born an Israelite? What I mean by born an Israelite, was you born knowing that you was an Israelite?
No, of course. I mean, most of us didn't know.
Right. So you learned what age were you when you found out you was an Israelite?
I found out I always kind of figured when I was 18, I said I was royalty. I knew I was royalty, but then around like 22.
Around like 22. Okay, so for me, got you. For me, I was like 31, 32 years old when I found out. Do you know Isaiah 56 and 6 is about me and you? Because we're the sons of the stranger. The stranger is not talking about being a stranger.
Let me finish.
Yeah, I was talking though.
Right here.
Wait, hold up, wait.
I know, but I hear I'm going to like respond to what you just said real quick. Because you said it's us, right? It says even them will I bring to my holy mountain, and then it says, and Yahuwah the Lord will gather the outcasts.
Wait, but you jump in the one second. Don't do that. You jump in the verse.
And then it said, yeah,
brother, this what okay, first of all, you interrupted. This is when we have problems in communication. You interrupted me to jump to 7 and 8 when I haven't finished giving my position. I'll let you give your position on verse 6. I'm giving my position on verse 6.
You should have read 7 and 8.
I did not say anything about 7 and 8. You did. I've only talked about verse 6.
Want to read those ones.
Brother, you don't say I didn't want to read them. You said I want you to read verse 6 out loud. I did what you asked. And then you said, so you agree with the strangers. I said, I don't agree with the stranger. You said, so you're against the word of God. I said, I'm against your understanding. And as I went to say, we are the strangers, you interrupted me. So stop interrupting me and let's sit right here in verse 6. So again,
are we the Hebrews or the stranger?
Absolutely. Because you can read in Leviticus 25 and 35, not 20, in Leviticus 25, let me find the verse. You know, God called us strangers. Are you aware of that?
God never called us strangers. He said we were strangers among the land of Egypt.
No.
He didn't say
okay,
we're
so
strangers.
no problem. So no problem. It's not a big deal. You didn't know this, so now let me read to you that we were strangers to the Most High. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 25, verse 23. Now, I'm going to read this to you. It's probably the first time you ever heard it. And the land shall not be sold forever, for the land is mine, for ye are strangers and sojourners with me. So did God just call the children of Israel strangers?
Yeah, in that particular verse, he
But
said
you
that,
just
yeah.
said, but you just said God never called the Israelites strangers.
No, I never said that. I said that we are not strangers.
No,
we are
you
not
just
considered the strangers.
brother.
I never said we never were called strangers by Yahweh. I never said that.
Brother, when
What
you
I
go
said
back,
is
because
that
I'm
we
gonna
are
make a
not
clip out of this. When you go
called
back, I want
strangers.
you to listen. So now I want to explain to you what it means to
You're
be.
not explaining anything. You're a false prophet.
Why
and
you
you're
getting
not a real
mad
teacher.
though? What? But why
You
you?
need to quit lying
But
to
why
my
you? Why
people.
you getting mad?
Because Yahweh is
Yo,
gonna
what's
punish
wrong?
you for it.
Yo, what's
And you
wrong
better
with him?
believe
Yo,
that.
yo, why you just? Wait, what happened? Yo, what happened? Yo, what happened to? Yo, look at him. Look. Go off. Go off. That boy going off, ain't he? That boy going off. You got to go, man. You got to go, brother. I tried. Yo. I tried. Listen, man. I tried, yo. I tried. That brother. Yo, that brother went smooth off. He went smooth off. So now, you said what? What'd you say? Yeah, he couldn't wait to do that. Yeah, he couldn't wait to do that, man. Before I go to the callers, I just want to break down why Leviticus 25 and 23 says, "Ye are strangers and sojourners with me," and why it's important for y'all to know. In Isaiah 56 and 6, when it says the sons of the stranger, we are the strangers. When Leviticus 25, when the Lord says we are strangers and sojourners with him, until we make that covenant with him, we're strangers. Then we was cast off from the covenant. We became strangers again, and we became not a people. You right, Main Young, that's the Golden Sword's cousin. We became not a people. So when it says sons of the strangers, our fathers were strangers to the Most High. We are the sons of those strangers now, because my father Carl was not an Israelite, meaning he didn't follow Israelite. He didn't know he was an Israelite. He wasn't nothing. So I'm the son of that stranger that now is joining himself to the Most High. Isaiah 56 is about us. It is not about non-Israelites. Now, to my TikTok audience, just bear with me a second. I do got to get to my phone calls. They've been holding on strong. So we're going to go to Denise Carlton.
Hey, Captain.
Y'all see I made the face? I said, he was going off, man. Go ahead, what you got? What's your question or comment?
How's it going, brother? First and foremost, I wanted to say, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate ISUPK. Shalom, did I say that right?
We say shalom. No, shalom.
Shalom?
Yeah, shalom, like with an A, with an ah, like shalom, not shalom with an O. We say shalom with the ah.
Shalom with an I.
Yeah, no, with an A, with an I. I'm saying the letter A, but it's like you say like shalom, like that. It's SHALAM. That's how we say it.
Okay, I got you. Shalom.
All right. Yep. What's your question or comment?
I got a couple questions real quick.
If they quick, if they long-winded, I can't take them all. But if they quick, I could take them. I got you. Go ahead.
You have a school in Florida?
A who?
You have a school in Florida?
Yeah. You want the number? This don't count as a question. Yeah. This don't count as a question. All right.
Okay, that's what's up. All right.
All right. Wait. Do you want the number?
I do.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I get the right number. Oh yeah. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, one second. All right, give me 1 second. Let me pull it.
That brother, listen, that brother was crashing, boy. That boy is about to lose his damn mind out here, man. You ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
It's 904.
904.
405.
405.
5183.
518.
All right, now what's your question?
All right, so my question is, our father's name is Yahweh, and the son's name is Yahweh Shai.
Yes.
And we get that from ancient Hebrew?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Second question, another question. About the fringes. There's fringes and what's the other one called? The ziki?
The titties? You talk about the titties. We don't wear them titties. We wear fringes, not titties.
There's fringes on the shirt.
No fringes on the shirt either.
No fringes on the shirt.
Yep. Not on the bottom. No, you can have fringes on your shirt, just not fringes on the bottom of the t-shirt. Fringes go at the borders. Where the border meet, that's where you put the fringe at.
Okay.
Yes, Mexicans are the tribe of Issachar. Go ahead.
So Israelites are Israelites, but not all Israelites are Jews?
No, because you got 12 tribes of Israel. You have Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Naphtali. You have 12 tribes of Israel.
So is Judah the only Jew in the
It depends. It would depend on context, because Jews could encompass all Israel sometimes. Sometimes it's only talking about the house of Judah. Sometimes it's talking about the southern kingdom. But if you talk about from a tribal position, only Judah is that tribe. And then you have other tribes.
Okay.
All right. Now, I appreciate it. I got to get the other callers. All right.
One more question.
Yeah.
I got one more question, and I got some juicy Epstein shit if you want to hear it.
No, man, I just want
last question,
you can text me the Epstein thing, but just ask the question, please.
All right, for the wife, if I'm married, right, and I sleep with a woman who's not married, am I in sin?
No, that's your wife. And so that what that means is just don't go around sleeping with women, and especially lying to women. I'm not saying you are, but if you're gonna get with another woman, she needs to understand that if you get with her, that y'all got to stay together forever. So y'all should be courting first. Before you sleep with any woman, you should have a courtship. You should explain to her what marriage is, what that means. You should let her know you have other wives, so she know what she's walking into. You should not just be sleeping with women to then throw them away.
Got it.
All right.
I appreciate it.
All right, no sweat. All right, next caller, Jennifer. It says Jennifer Frolic on my phone.
Oh yeah. How you doing, Cap?
What's going on? You definitely not a Jennifer.
Yeah. No. Family plan, man. Family plan.
Yeah, I understand.
But yeah, check it out. So, Genesis chapter 43, verses 4, it speaks about how Jacob will be multiplied as many nations.
Right.
And that expounds upon what you've been speaking about how the children will go into captivity, they become many nations.
Mm-hmm.
And all these people are trying to say, oh, it's everyone. But my question would be then, how can they explain Deuteronomy chapter, I think, 32 and verse 43, where it says, rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, and he will avenge the blood of his servants and will render vengeance to his adversaries.
That's right. That's what it says.
So why would the nations be rejoicing at the destruction of the nations, the adversaries of the servants of the Most High?
That doesn't
make any sense.
No, it don't.
Then on top of that, I just seen a video. You were speaking to the young man. And
before you say that, yes, multiple wives are okay to Hollywood talks. Multiple wives is okay if it's done properly. Most of you Negroes do not know how to do it properly. Go ahead. You said I was talking to a young man.
Yeah, you had the video you posted. You just had a debate with a young brother that was adopted by a white couple.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And I feel like that's like a major thing that shows the intricacies of not only brain.
You know what was wild about that? You know what was wild about that whole exchange? His reason for calling me was to tell me that I have to forgive the white man. I actually
he didn't want to forgive his parents.
He didn't, right. That's the craziest part to me. So he wants me to forgive the white man for everything that he done to our people, but he cannot forgive his parents for putting him up for adoption. Even though he's alive, clearly he's well. In his mind, he living his best life. He living like a white man and doing the whole 9 yards, and you telling me you can't forgive them, but you want me to forgive the white man for 500 years of oppression? That's hypocrisy.
But see, also, I'm so-called biracial, you feel me? My father is so-called black, but as far as I know, my father's father is Puerto Rican, so I'm from the tribe of Ephraim.
Okay.
Right? You know, my mother's white. So with that being said, like, being biracial, I can see why there's curses upon that, because being biracial, you're automatically going to tend to gravitate towards, you know, one side of the family or the other side, regardless if you grew up with that side of the family or you have a
and you know that's gonna be subjective, because Bob Marley didn't gravitate to his father's side, he gravitated to his mother's side. And then you're gonna have some people that gravitate to their mother's side, not their father's side. Is or father's side to mother's side. You know, it's gonna be random, which is the importance of not having the intermarriage. So that way you don't press it upon a child to have to choose which side he gonna be with or she gonna be with. If they both black and they have that one being an Israelite, you know that same problem could be with Muslims and Christians. If you start marrying or getting with somebody that doesn't believe what you believe, it's going to be chaotic.
Absolutely. But yeah, so when it comes to that, I was just trying to see how to explain that, because the scriptures make it very clear that there's going to be no intermarriage or no intermingling. No.
You're saying how to explain what?
Like how they go about trying to argue that salvation is for the nations, when the nations clearly is defined in Genesis as
when you look up Stockholm syndrome, when you look up, it's going to be one of two things: Stockholm syndrome and money. It's either Stockholm syndrome, where they can't see freedom without the oppressor being there, or it's going to be, I can make more money teaching Christianity than I can being an Israelite. And when you love money, you will lie on the Bible. We see it every day. We see pastors do it, Muslims do it. We see these Israelites doing it, and everybody is doing it for money.
Yes, sir. So I had one final part to that. So according to the Jewish encyclopedia, Christopher Columbus knew that the Americas were Tartarus, or he believed that the 10 tribes would be over here. So I was pretty much, I know, you know, I've been watching you for a while, to put it like this, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching you since back you were debating for life, so I'm kind of familiar with, you know, a lot of the stuff y'all teach. But my question is, or maybe Kasha I can answer, if, you know, y'all do like a video on this, how can we trace back which tribes were which? I know white people let it.
Well, we did a 12. Well, if you text me, I'll send you the link. Kadazai did a 12 tribe breakdown.
Okay.
Where he broke down. That's my grandbaby, y'all. If y'all hear that crying, he did a 12 tribe breakdown where he break down all the tribes. So if you want, just text me when we get off the phone, and I'll text you the link to the live stream.
Absolutely, appreciate it, Cap.
All right, no sweat. All right. I got one more call on the phone, I believe. John Alexander. She probably fussing. She wants some food or something. John Alexander going once. John Alexander going twice. Gone. All right, on TikTok, we're going to go to, let me see, this guy at the top. I am Sam.
Yeah, shalom, brother.
Hey, shalom, brother. You got a question or comment?
Yeah, I got a question. I was listening to another platform, and they was talking about, you know, neither Jew nor Greek. And well, I'm not sure which brother it was. I don't even think it was a brother, to be honest with you. He went to Kings, talking about when Solomon gave
the decree in 1 Kings 8.
I think he said he gave them 20 cities in the kingdom.
He gave who?
I guess they saying I think it was Solomon. They said Solomon gave the Gentiles 20 cities in the kingdom or something like that. And I was like, that kind of threw me. And I was like, so you trying to tell me because he gave somebody 20 cities in the kingdom that when we talking about either Jew nor Greek, those are the Greeks that you're talking about? And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, nah, that don't make sense.
Yeah, I would have loved to know what verse.
I just know it was a king. I mean, I write everything down, man, but I'm like, you know, I'm in.
And it was 20. Oh, 1 Kings 9 and 11. It says then King Solomon gave Hiram 20 cities in the land of Galilee. That's it. What they got to do with salvation?
that's what I was saying. I was like, bro, how you gonna? They were saying, no, those are the Gentiles that it was referring to. I was like, that don't matter.
That was a what they won't tell you about it is, so when you read verse 11, it says, now Haram Tyre had furnished Solomon with cedar trees and fir trees and with gold, and according to all his desire, that then King Solomon gave Hiram 20 cities in the land of Galilee. So it sounds like a business deal that he made. Like the king of Tyre wasn't in danger. He wasn't a part of the covenant. He wasn't anything. Now, would I give a heathen a city? No. But that still has nothing to do with salvation.
Right, so my thing is...
and then it says, verse 13 says, he said, what cities are these which thou hast given me? And he says, and he called them the land of Cabal until this day. I'm going to see what that word means. But yeah, that still has nothing to do with salvation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how would I, like, in having this conversation, man, because even though I know, but it's like when you talking on these people, man, it's like 70, 80, sometimes 100 people in the comments, man, and when they get to going to the left, you know, you got those people in the comments that get affected from it. You know what I'm saying?
They get affected what? And believe the lie?
Yeah, you know, because they already kind of like on the fence, some of them, and, you know, some of them, you know, they all the way to whether they're going to believe what they're going to believe, but...
Yeah, it's like, so it's a tough thing with that, because on one hand, it's like, yes, you want to feed the sheep, right? Then on another hand, Christ said, my sheep hear my voice. So when during Christ's time, Christ would speak and teach to the disciples. The Pharisees and Sadducees, they had their disciples too.
Right.
And so I can't be concerned with 1,000. I got to be concerned with whoever the Lord wants to wake up. You know, Christ didn't teach to wake everybody up. I'm going to read this verse. This is Matthew 13 and 13. I'm going to read this verse to you. So they asked Christ, why did he speak to them in parables, right? And he said, therefore I speak to them in parables, because seeing they see not, hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled this prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed. That's all of us. All of us had our eyes and ears closed because we did not want to have them open. Then it says, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and they should understand with their heart and should be converted, I should heal them. So it ain't on me, it's on the individual. Because our ears, we have grown accustomed to Christmas and Easter. God loves everybody, getting high, fornicate. We've grown accustomed to all of this. To where when you hear the truth, that rejection, a lot of that rejection be because you don't want to stop the sin you're doing. Or you don't want to battle your wife, or you don't want to battle your husband, or your kids love birthdays and Christmas, or this person loves that, this person loves this. And so that's what it means when it says your heart is wax gross. Then when you like, I'm going to obey the Most High, then the Most High will begin to allow your eyes and ears to be open. And then you can hear and see. Because they want to get, like Ezra put in the chat, they want the smooth things. You know how easy it is to say God loves everybody, and how hard it is to say God don't love the white man? You know that's a hard thing. It ain't hard to me. But that's hard on the planet Earth. The Earth, look. Listen, Michael B. Jordan was just called an N-word and a B-word.
Right.
There will be no uproar that's going to affect the BBC Awards. None. Because that's how much they love white people. That's how much they love being affiliated, just happy to be there. You know, Michael B. Jordan probably gonna say, I ain't gonna let that destroy the moment. I was just happy to be up there. I'm not going to he got Tourette's. The reason why he said it is because he got Tourette's. So we love it.
So I got one more question. So how do you deal with the, you know, I guess I've lost patience with the Christians. I don't say nothing to them. I don't talk, but they come at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how do I deal with like? I'm to the point now, man. I'm tired of being like, you know, kosher or nice or whatever you want to call it. And I really just want to be like, man, you know, y'all you ain't got to talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't necessarily got to say it with your words. You'll just say it with your actions. You don't have to tell people don't talk to you. No, I don't tell people don't talk to me. They know it because my accessibility to them diminishes. Whether it be not returning the text, not returning the phone call, not being in the same environments. And then one day they might say, hey, Cap, man, you ain't really kicking. I said, well, you know what? I'm on, you're not on. You know, we on two different planes. You know, I would never let nobody affect me enough to where I would say, I can't talk to you no more. I wouldn't even give them that type of power.
Yeah, no, basically, like what I'm saying, like, when I go get a like haircut or whatever, something like that.
Man, go get your damn haircut, man. Listen, man, you go get that haircut. Hope you ain't getting no shave ups, but let's say you go get that haircut. When you sitting in that barber's chair, he talking about football and about, hey, oh, yeah, you know why you gonna talk to him? Because you don't want him to mess your head up. Then when you get out the chair, it ain't like you going to kick it with the club or at the bar at the gym or something with him. You just go in there to get a haircut out. Go get your haircut.
Yeah, man. He started asking me the same thing over and over. I'm like, bro,
Well, find a new barber. But when that barber find out you're an Israelite, you're gonna go through the same questions.
That's the problem. It's like I'm my fifth damn barbershop.
And you know, brothers won't admit it, but they just like women. They ain't going to no random ass hairdresser.
Nah.
You know, when them women find the right hairdresser, they stuck. When that brother find that right barber, he not going to no new barber. He's sticking with that one barber. So for that time to take him to cut your hair, you just gonna tolerate it, or just find a new barber.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Mike. I appreciate it, brother.
All right, no sweat, brother. You take it easy.
All right, shalom.
All right, shalom. Hey, we about to wind this live stream down. I'm gonna go to I am already. We can drop him down. Jay at the bottom. Jay just says Jay. Jay, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
What's going on? You got a question or comment?
Yeah, I do. Give me 10 seconds real quick.
I man say give him 10 seconds. Maybe you got to get a scripture or something. I'm gonna try to be patient with the brother.
Yeah, no, I just need to flip to the page real quick.
Okay.
All right. So you can hear me, right?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right. So the line of Jesus, the genealogy that we get in Matthew, you acknowledge that it has him coming through David's line, right?
Yes, he's coming through David's line. That's correct.
And which son does he come through? According to Matthew, which son of David?
He comes through Solomon.
Okay. So then in Luke chapter 3, when he comes through Nathan, is that a mess up on Luke's part?
No, that's just a custom of Israel that most people don't know about. Are you familiar with what's called levirate marriage or law of a brother?
Yeah, I understand that when you're married and you become the adopted. I understand.
No, not adopted. Don't look at it like adopted. So Jacob is the physical father of Joseph. Heli is Jacob's brother that died or was unalive without producing a seed. So Jacob raised up seed for Heli. That's why when you see the as was supposed in the Greek, it would be the custom. So because the house of David, when you look at the history of the house of David, they had a lot of marry of a brother. So like if my brother that passed away, if he didn't have a son, I could raise up seed for him. So Luke's is given the lineage by levirate marriage. Matthew is giving you the actual physical son.
Wait, but Solomon didn't have kids? Because both of them had kids, I believe.
I don't know what Solomon has to do with that.
Well, because we're talking about the seed of David going through Solomon versus the seed of David going through Nathan.
The seed of David is only going through Solomon. What I'm trying to explain to you is that the house of David had multiple levirate marriages. So
I get that, but we're talking about a specific line of genealogy leading up to Christ. So we have the line of genealogy.
What did I just say to you about Heli and Jacob?
I can't. You cut out. I can't hear you.
So I'm gonna try to say it again. Jacob is the physical son. In Matthew's 1, when it says Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, right. That's the physical son. That's the man that laid down with Joseph's wife, Joseph's mother, to produce him.
Okay.
Luke, when it says Heli, Heli's wife, Heli is not living anymore. Jacob is laying with Heli's wife to raise up a seed for Heli.
I see what you're saying. You're that's not what I'm talking about though. I'm talking about it coming through Nathan or Solomon, the seed back from
They kept it,
about verse 23.
Brother.
I'm talking about verse 31.
If you was listening, this is why I always say listening is an art. And I clearly said Luke gave it from the leverage side. Matthew gave it from the physical side.
So where does it say that? Because you're just making that
I'm not making anything up.
Making the claim, but where does it say that?
When it says as was supposed, this is why I said listening is an art. Did you hear me say? Did you hear me?
As was supposed the son of Joseph, saying that Jesus was
what did I say about as what? What did I say about as was supposed?
Yeah, it means presumed to be. I know
no, that's not. That's not. I'm listening. This is why I say listening is an art. When people come in with a presupposition, y'all be so fixated on what you want to teach that you don't even know how to listen to the other person. And that's you, because I have to keep repeating what I said. So I asked you, and when I said what was as was supposed, what did I say it meant? That's what I asked you, because you didn't hear me. So I'm actually
you're talking about the law of how you can be not
right, because as was supposed, when you look it up, nomizo, it means to hold by custom or usage, own as a custom or usage. When you get down to the second usage, that's when you get deemed, think, suppose. The first definition is to hold by custom. Is it not?
Yeah.
Okay,
but
then.
That doesn't mean that's what's being applied there.
That is what's being applied there, because Matthew tells you Jacob is the father, and he's giving you the physical. And I'll give you a source. The source that you can use. You ever heard of Sextus Africanus?
No.
Sextus Africanus is a man that I guess was closer to that time frame, and actually gives you the name of Joseph's mother, the name of the woman in question, and would tell you that that's what they had. So when Luke gives the lineage, and he says, Nathan, even when you go through the lineage, you'll see crosses. So you'll see same names in Luke's lineage that you'll see in Joseph's lineage, because they kept the house together. The prophecy was the house of David, not the house of Solomon, correct?
Right, but so what my question is still is which one, because you're saying that Luke is not literal fathers. That's what you're saying? Like it's not literally the seed? You said by the law as was supposed, the Greek word?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So how is it his genealogy if it's just a metaphorical type of genealogy?
It's not metaphorical.
I can't hear you.
I said it's not metaphorical. I didn't say anything about metaphor. I said it was by law. I don't know. I don't understand what you're not getting. I don't see how this is so hard to understand.
So if Jesus is the son of Joseph, then why would it not follow here that the rest of them will be literal as well? Because you believe he's the literal son, seed of Joseph. So why then would it just be not literal in the rest of the text?
I don't know why you keep saying not literal. That's the word you're using. I didn't use that word not literal.
Okay, well,
I said in what I said was in Matthew's 1. Matthew was given the physical connection to the house of David, which is Jacob and Solomon.
So what connection is this giving to the house of David?
The same exact thing. Heli is from the house of David as well. He just died without a son.
So and the physical connection, right?
Yeah. But when it comes to
physical offspring,
this is what I mean when I say like it's hard to talk to dummies like you, right? Because you think you have a point. But when you talk, you don't talk to hear. Because we're at a standing point when we should not be. I am extremely, extremely clear. Luke gave the lineage of Joseph from the leverage side. Heli is from the house of David, because you see Nathan in that lineage. Then you see crosshairs of similar names in Luke's lineage and Matthew's lineage. Why? Because they made sure that the house of David stayed within the house of David. So if a man died without an issue or a son, they raised up seed after him.
Right. When you're talking, you said leviricide. So I'm asking, of the physical seed, the sperm, right? Was it Nathan's sperm that Jesus came through, or Solomon's?
Solomon's.
Okay, so Luke is wrong. Do you believe
Luke is not wrong, man? Listen, man. Luke is not wrong because Luke is not saying, though. You know how you know Luke is not saying he's the literal son? Because he says, as was supposed or as is the custom. What does he say? The only way. That's what the fuck. Are you slow?
He says it talking about Jesus to Joseph.
Wait, hold on. Wait. The only way Luke is lying is if he's saying Heli is the physical son of Joseph. Is that what he's saying?
So no, you're
answer the question. No. You said Luke is lying. So is Luke?
You say Luke is lying. Yeah.
No, you just said out your mouth Luke is lying.
Yeah, I said so. He's lying according to your paradigm.
No, that's not my paradigm. No. According what is my paradigm? What is my paradigm?
You're trying to say.
I'm not trying to say anything. What is my paradigm?
You asked the question. You gotta listen. So you said listen is art. You just said that.
I heard everything you said. You haven't heard nothing I said.
So you said that Joseph was as supposed the son of Eli. It doesn't say that. It says that Jesus was as supposed the son of Joseph. You're trying to apply that, which is Jesus to Joseph, throughout the entirety of Luke 3, which is not the case. That's what you're doing.
You still ain't explained my position. What you gave was a counter to my position. This is how stupid you are. You didn't even give my position. My position is, in Luke, the 3rd chapter, Luke is given the lineage of Christ from the levirate position of Heli. That's my position. Because you disagree with that position, you responded by saying that as was supposed is about Joseph to Jesus, not about Joseph to Heli.
Because that was your explanation.
That's not my position though. My position is from Heli.
Father of Joseph.
No, I'm saying, and I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this one last time. First of all, how would I try to word this a different way? So for you, what do you say Luke the 3rd chapter and Matthew the 1st chapter is conveying in regards to Christ's lineage?
The direct genealogy to Christ. Luke
they both got a different name as the first father of Joseph.
Yeah.
And one goes to Solomon, one goes to Nathan. So how do you resolve it?
Yeah, one's Mary's bloodline, but you don't believe that.
Where in the Bible does it say Mary's bloodline?
Well, it says as was supposed the son of Joseph, meaning he's not literally the son of Joseph.
No, that ain't what I see. This is what I said. This is what I said. Listening is an art, and you're dumb. I didn't ask you about as was supposed.
Okay,
I said, where is Mary's bloodline? And you read Luke 3. I'm asking you for Mary's bloodline.
No, I granted that it's only Joseph's bloodline. I said
wait. So you want me to believe something that's nowhere in the Bible?
No, I'm trying to figure out how.
Because is Mary and Elizabeth cousins?
How does stop asking other questions?
Wait, no, I can do whatever I want, or you can get the fuck off my live.
Okay, just
so is Mary? You brought Mary into this conversation. So
Joseph has two dads.
What is Mary and Elizabeth cousins?
You're asking me several questions.
I ain't asking you several questions. I'm asking you one question. Mary and Elizabeth cousins?
Nathan or Solomon?
What? Now you in your feelings because you brought up Mary. You brought up Mary. So let's talk about Mary. You brought up Mary.
You asked me who it would be in my paradigm.
Right, and you brought up Mary. So if you brought up Mary, I can talk about Mary. So I'm going to ask you again.
No, it's an interpretation on your paradigm.
Wait. So you're saying you're not going to answer my question?
Do you understand what?
Are you going to answer my question?
Do you understand?
Are you going to answer my question?
Once you answer mine, what's Nathan or Solomon?
No. That's not how this works.
Did he come through Nathan or Solomon?
That's not how it works. I'm going to take one more. The kin. You there? I'm sorry. It says the king of monsters. Oh, that must be Godzilla right there.
Man.
Yeah, what's going on? You got a question or comment?
Yeah, I do. You know, it's like I know that for like to be like an Israel, it's like the father has to be Israelite,
Right.
yada yada yada. But what I'm just trying to say is this. So
hold on, before you say that, I don't have no beef with the NOI. I don't know if I would say I have beef with the NOI, but they get mad when I say Farrakhan was white, which he is. They get mad when I say Fard is white, which he is, and they get mad because they said Elijah Muhammad was a white man. All right, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
All right, so thinking like
wait, I'm sorry, one more. The hair crack is always available, but I can't put the hair crack on sale. $25 is the cheapest that I can make it with all the ingredients that it takes to make it. That's the last interruption, brother. I apologize.
It's all good. So think of it like this. I know what ma'ams are. I don't know if I could say the B word or not, but I know what ma'ams are and things like that. I know like in Deuteronomy it says like Israelites should not, like marry the children of the flesh and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you say like say a black man or just Israelite man that just marries a non-Israelite, then the son is a Israelite, but he's biracial. But then it's like, and then the son, the offspring, marries marries a non-Israelite, and then so forth and so forth. So is like the offspring still an Israelite? It's like
it's just a messed up Israelite. Like so the point of not mixing. So like even in the law when it says they can't come in until like the third generation, like if you marry an Edomite, it says the children begotten of them can't come into the third generation. That's not talking about Edomites marrying an Israelite woman. That's talking about if an Israelite man marries an Edomite woman, that child has to marry an Israelite woman. Then their children, an Israelite woman. Their children, an Israelite woman. And then they can come in. Because it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. And 3 generations. Sorry, I be getting generation confused. A generation is like an offspring, correct?
Yeah. Yep. So let's say if a brother marries a white woman, his child have to all marry Israelites, and then that child can come back into the congregation.
I see now. So when someone says like
the Moabites and Ammonites, though, the Lord gotta, because them is mongoloids. I don't know if you can weed that out. Them mongoloid babies.
They different breed.
Yeah. You see how they be looking like they got, the DS, the Down syndrome. They be looking a little rough. So like it.
Yeah, no. I just need to know because it's like I was thinking like Patrick Mahomes or like like different things like that.
Yeah, it's a sad state. Like, Blake Griffin.
Yeah, so they carry the Israelite.
They carry the Israelite seed. But as you can see, their look does not look right. The look does not look of that.
Got you. And the rest of the nations, it said that certain nations cannot be with an Israelite.
Well, we can't be with no we can't be with no non-Israelite at all whatsoever.
All right. It's like all nations.
All nations.
Got
I don't care what they are.
Okay.
We can only be with the Israelite woman or Israelite man if you're a woman.
All right. Last question, because I know I took up too much time on the first one. Sorry, but what do you? I remember like seeing you on YouTube, and it's like how it was like you don't really care for Christians, and it's like the first time you went to IUPK. It's like you were like, oh yes, this is a dream.
Right. They had a white man kissing the boots. Right here. Yeah, they had a white man kissing the boots. I was like, I'm in.
Yeah, what I'm just trying to say is, I remember when I was like 17, right? When I was like 17, I was when I really, because my barber is an Israelite, he told me about it. I was getting my haircut like 15, and he told me about like Native Americans. I just really wasn't getting it. I thought he said Native Americans are Israelites, but then it was black. And I was like, I had to do my own research, and I just fully understood. And he was like teaching me more and more. He also told me about fringes. Mm-hmm. Then it's like really by like 17, 18, I fully understood what it meant, but I also sucked at researching, so I had to like listen to
person who can debate, because then through debates I can understand, like, you know, what I need to know. And it's like, you know, it's like I saw you, and it's like I remember saying you versus God logic. And I was like, because, like, you know, we believe in the same thing. I don't believe in like you say you believe like Christianity, which is, you saying you don't believe like God logic, right? No, I don't, okay. Because it's Trinitarian. A lot of the reason Trinitarianism is just modalism or stability. It's just another form of heresy. It's modern day heresy. Yeah, all of it. All of it is, right. That's sorry for taking up too much of your time. No, you're good to go. Was that it? Yeah, that's it. Don't sweat, man. I appreciate the time, brother. All right, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Make sure y'all get ready for scripture breakdown class with General Hyman on YouTube. I'll get back with y'all tomorrow. Probably be a little early. It won't be this late. Probably be around. My window is normally 10 to 2, but it was some bad snow out here. It was some bad snow out here today, so I had to go shovel. So until next time, Yahweh Shem Hashabrakatham, Yahweh Shema Thum Bashim. Come on, Cap. You going? You gonna leave me here? Yeah, I'm gonna leave you here till tomorrow, man.
I've been waiting for an hour.
What's your question, brother?
Thank you so much. Like, I don't like. Okay, so you said to the last caller, the Muslim caller, about the black stone.
Yeah, you a Muslim?
Yes, sir.
You worship rocks?
No, sir.
Yes, you do. That's a rock. That's a rock in the middle of that Kaaba.
Okay.
Ain't it a rock?
Can I speak?
I'm asking you a question. I said, ain't it a rock?
Yes, sir. It's a rock.
You circle it 7 times?
Yes, sir.
And then you bow down and kiss it?
Yes, sir.
And you think that's normal?
Well, if you want me to explain,
you have the floor. Explain how that's normal. Break it down.
Lovely, thank you so much. So let's practice discernment. Yeah.
I'm not. Okay. I thought you said practice kissing. I don't want to kiss no rock. Go ahead.
No. Okay, so in Isaiah 6:7, read that for me, please.
Yeah, you really listen. You know, I beat your boy up on this verse.
Let's go.
Wait. But what is an angel placing something on Isaiah's lips have to do with you circling a rock?
Well, we don't circle the rock. We circle the Kaaba.
And Muhammad taught y'all that, right? Police be upon him.
Yes, sir.
Police be upon him, right?
Yes, sir. Respectful, yeah.
Yeah. Isaiah 6. I don't respect Islam, but I just said Muhammad, police be upon him. You said yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Police. You know what I'm saying? Police be upon him, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know why I'm saying police be upon him, right?
Yes, sir.
Because he got with a 9-year-old girl, right?
Yes, sir.
And you okay with that too?
Yes, sir.
You're not a real Muslim, yo.
I am.
You ain't know. I think this is a Muslim trope. This gotta be a Muslim trope. I'm gonna read the scripture. No, I'm gonna read the scripture, but this can't be a real Muslim right here. This cannot be a real Muslim right here. I'm gonna read the scripture though. Let me read the scripture. Isaiah 6 and 7. Isaiah 6 and 7. And he laid it upon my mouth and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged.
Allahu Akbar.
The Lakers almost won.
So did Isaiah kiss the stone?
No, Isaiah didn't kiss the stone.
What did he do?
I'm going to read the verse again. And he laid it upon my mouth and said, Lo, this hath touched my lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged.
So if a man put his lips on your lips, is that kissing?
You Muslims are gay now. Because this don't say a man putting his lips. Why would you use a homosexual reference?
Because listen to what I'm saying to you.
Wait, how we go from talk about rocks to a man kissing another man? Why would you say Listen, I would have at least said if a woman kiss a man.
No,
I would never say if a man lips would get on another man. Like what's and you waited an hour for this here?
Well, if we have a dialogue of a back and forth, like how you was doing with those white Jews with Mutan and those guys, then we would get somewhere.
We are though, but when I read the verse, this is not Isaiah doing anything. This it's saying one of the seraphims placed one of the seraphims took a coal, not a rock.
Yeah.
He took a coal.
Okay. So it wasn't a rock, it was a coal. Okay.
Right.
What did he do with it?
Right. Thank you. And so it's not so we agree that this is not two men, right?
So I'm talking about, you said it wasn't kissing, and I'm saying
it's not kissing. If somebody, I got a pick in my hand, No, I'm not putting it to my lips. But if somebody placed that, if I place this on somebody's lips, they're not kissing it. I'm putting it on their lip. They're not kissing anything.
So he didn't kiss it?
No. It doesn't say he kissed it. It say he put it on his mouth and it touched his lips. You can put anything on your mouth. I can put if I do like this, now my hand is on my mouth. I'm not kissing my hand though. Y'all circle that. But y'all circle that rock and kiss it.
Okay, let's go to Solomon when he says to face the Holy Land, face the temple.
The temple. Where's the temple at?
You tell me.
The temple's in Jerusalem.
Thank you very much. So you face somewhere then? I face
the temple. We don't bow to it. Let me finish. We don't bow to it and we don't kiss a rock. Y'all are idolaters.
No way.
Y'all are pedophiles and idolaters.
Can we get to that?
No, we're not getting to that, man. I'm not mad I took your call because I'm definitely gonna make a clip out of you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but you haven't let me talk.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Until next time.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom, sis. I appreciate you joining me on the stage. All right. That man said, I said, police be upon him. Yes, sir. I said, you know what I'm saying, police be upon him. Yes, sir. You know why? Yes, sir. Because he slept with an underage girl. Yes, sir. And you okay with that? Yes, sir. That's not a real Muslim. I'm not believing that that's a real Muslim. Hey, but I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.
Captain, why you mocking me?
Yo, that was. I don't believe that was. Listen, I'm convinced that was not a real Muslim. That could not have been that couldn't have been a real Muslim. It couldn't have been. But before I go, let me go ahead and get the super chats out the way. Let me go to the super chats. To the super chats. That was funny, y'all. What an interesting. You're right, Heaven. What an interesting way to end this. I like Heaven. All right, let's check the chat. Drop City, I answer these questions. Great patience, Captain. Shout out to Full Wives with $20 super chat. Derek Frank just spoke with you, Cap. Shout out to you with the $5 super chat. Shout out to Judith, $4.99. Shout out to Drop City. He's white. That's funny. Shout out to damn it. Hold on. I just messed up something. What'd I do? Hold on. I just messed up. Let me go back to it. I gotta get back to it, y'all. Bear with me. Pause. And fan funding, let me go down to the bottom. Oh, that was timeout. The small hats are promoting Christianity to propagandize the normies into war. Yeah, there might be some truth to that, but I appreciate that, Drop City. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Make sure y'all tune in to the scripture breakdown class. It begins in 1 hour. Until next time, Shalom Israel.